All right, everyone. It sounds like we got a lot of people still dialing in. Just want to thank all of you for joining the Show Me the Money call on this beautiful Tuesday. We're going to get right down to business because I know I have several three-way calls, and I know some of the leaders on the call. We have some calls to do right after this call just to follow up with a few leaders who are listening in as we speak. Folks, we got a ton of momentum happening here with 10. If you're not in, get in. You know, they had the saying, you're in 10 or 10 can be in you. Folks, have it both ways. Make sure you're in 10, but make sure 10 is you because you do not want to miss out on what's getting ready to happen. Woo, I tell you, I was just speaking to a big-time leader today, and I won't even, why did I tell you? He's earning over $50,000 a month with another company right now. And it just felt so good to say to him, I'm with a 10-year-old company that's debt-free, never missed a check, already close to 20 millionaires in over 70 countries, and almost 500,000 distributors, and we just opened a new division. On top of that, another thing, A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. Folks, I guarantee if we had a B or a C rating, everybody would know about it. But to maintain an A rating with the Better Business Bureau in network marketing for 10-plus years, that's simply phenomenal. So, folks, we have a solid company here that we don't have to hesitate with the leaders or even family members. We have something that's been around and that's going to be around for a long, long time. Next up, without further delay, before I go into that, folks, I just want to let you all know we do have the contest. If you become a team builder, you earn an extra $100, and if you become an executive, you earn an extra $200, and that expires tonight unless the company makes another announcement. But if you're pushing for that bonus, you still have until, I believe, 12 o'clock Eastern, midnight. So make sure you get your applications in. I know after this call I have about 3 diamond packs to bring in for one of our leaders. Next up, I know she's been working overtime. She was on the morning call this morning, was up since 6 a.m. I know she's been using that cell energy. But Miss Melissa Honeybee, we're going to call you the Energizer Honeybee. Why don't you come to the line and just share with us, I tell you got these products down packed. Why don't you just share with everyone that's listening a little bit about these products? You can highlight each of them, and then I got a question or two for you at the very end.
Absolutely, Mr. T. 10 has 5 revolutionary sprays. They can, and they have already changed lives. We know, we hear the testimonies. Guess what? It's the delivery system. It's called intraoral. What does that mean? According to the physician's desk reference, it's the best way to absorb nutrients. That's right. Guess what? 10 has a 98% absorption of nutrients into the bloodstream, and that means instant health benefits. Let me go over a quick review of our products that we have. First one is our D-Power. Everybody knows it's our vitamin D3. A few years ago, vitamin D3 was just thought that it would only allow calcium to be absorbed for bones for good health. But guess what? Over 2,000 different genes, roughly, that means 1/6 of our human body is regulated by D3. That means almost everything in your body relies on D3. Here's a few D deficiencies I want to make sure you all know. Guess what? If you are deficient in D3, it increases death of cardiovascular disease, cognitive impairment, especially in older adults, severe asthma in adults and children, 17 different cancers, type 1, type 2 diabetes, hypertension, glucose intolerance, multiple sclerosis, autism, and Alzheimer's. That was a mouthful, but I'm going to tell you what, we all need to be on that D-Power. Next we have is our B Boost. It contains vitamin B3, B6, and B12. This vitamin helps our nervous system function properly. It also aids in the energy production. The body only uses a small amount of that B12 to carry out tasks. But guess what? B12 does occur naturally in meat, but not always will you get the full amount that's needed. It's not found in any plants. It's only found in red meat. However you consume your diet, most likely you won't receive enough. However, vegans, vegetarians, elderly, and anyone that has had any type of surgery or including gastric bypass most likely will have deficiency B12 issues. Symptoms of B12 deficiency: diabetes type 1, periodontal disease, low blood calcium levels, chronic bone, muscle, joint pain, chronic fatigue, bowed limbs, knocked knees. That's something that hasn't happened for a little while. Depression, osteoporosis, joint pain, chronic fatigue. You know, it is crazy is that we have a great spray, 8 sprays a day. We can fix those issues. Next product we have is our Super 10. It's a powerful blend of 10 superfoods. There isn't anything out there just like that. It contains antioxidants, minerals, nutrition, and it's going to give us optimal health. It's a perfect formula out there. It's most beneficial for your health and wellness. The ingredients in this spray is aloe vera, mossy berry, goji berry, acai, green tea extract, and a few of those amazing ingredients in our 10 Super 10 will enhance your vitality, immunity, mental clarity, helps with inflammation. It detoxes your body from the nasty chemicals that we breathe in. And guess what? That we eat from produce that's been sprayed down with pesticides. Our very own Nikisha Bond loves this spray. Guess why? It has put her PPIs down, which that means your acid reflux medicine, and it's allowing her to have a more natural treatment without having to worry about side effects, and she's able to get a wonderful night's sleep. Next product that we have is our Slim by 10. It contains 5 powerful ingredients, packed full of fat-blocking, appetite suppressants. You're going to lose inches. You're going to lose weight. 8 sprays throughout the day. I like to have it spray about 30 minutes before I eat, and I know that I'm going to be taking home a doggy bag. This contains green tea extract, African mango, Garcinia cambogia, green bean coffee, Carolina Farita. You know, these are some powerful ingredients. I saw some pictures that Kalitha Washington posted from her beach trip. She has gotten 10 to help bring her sexy back at 98 pounds lost. And last but not least, we have our Cell Energy. This is the world's first cellular spray. It's got a powerful combination of glutathione. This is the number 1 mother of all antioxidants and the most important molecule that you need to stay healthy and prevent disease. Guess what? Not only do we have number 1, but we have number 2, our alpha-lipoic acid. It helps with getting yourself, with the energy production, right to the cell itself. Next, we have natural caffeine, quarter cup of coffee, and last but not least, resveratrol that helps reduce and reverse damage that's caused by aging straight to the DNA level. It is going to help prevent diseases. Mr. T, that was a mouthful. 5 phenomenal sprays, and we've got them.
Wow. Thank you so much, Melissa. You know, I cannot let you off the line until we talk a little bit about Miss Linda Clark. You know, those of you, oh, man, I tell you, for those of you who don't know, that Sherry Reed's mom, who Melissa brought into this business, and actually Sherry wasn't going to join. She just kind of joined, and all of this just kind of came after that. So, Melissa, I got to commend you for first getting Sherry Reed in. And then Sherry has been on this call, and we'll have her probably on either Thursday or sometime next week. But, folks, if you guys have been listening, we've had Sherry on maybe a couple of times, and each time she told us, like, part 1, part 2, and part 3 about her mother. And why don't you, maybe you can condense it a little bit, Melissa, but share with us, because you were deeply involved with, recommending how much of each sprays and that kind of thing. Why don't you just share with everyone the exciting news there and a little bit about that whole situation?
Absolutely. Sherry's mother was presented with dementia early on. I believe last year, then it occurred into Alzheimer's. So she received an MRI which showed a positive Alzheimer's report. Sherry came and was speaking to me about some other matters, and then I introduced her to the sprays. And, of course, being a little skeptical, not understanding the delivery method and how powerful the ingredients that we have in them, I pretty much told her, try it. If it doesn't work, I'll take care of you. And so she went ahead and got some sprays. She wanted to make sure her mom got on them. I kind of went over, knowing that Alzheimer's is a D deficiency. A B deficiency, you have to have antioxidants. And at that time, we didn't have cell energy. So we went ahead and got her on the 3 major sprays, Super 10, Boost, and the D-Power. Changed the regimen just a little because I wanted to make sure she was getting enough in there. Started spraying. After a couple of days, things started coming back. She ended up with so much energy and feeling good. And what was happening is, if you understand this, she was reversing her symptoms. It went from having Alzheimer's to a little bit foggy of dementia, and then to, April, May, June, 3 months for the short version. Ended up taking all of our sprays and added the glutathione for the last month. Feeling fantastic, able to go on trips that she hasn't been able to really to leave the home and go on any type of vacation. Sherry, was ecstatic. She was like, my mom's back. I've got my mom back. Things couldn't be better. Long story short, she went on vacation with her husband, which hadn't happened in forever because of, the dementia and Alzheimer's. And before that, she went and saw the doctor, did an MRI review. And when she got back from vacation, it'll be a week on this coming Wednesday, received the good news. Her MRI was clear, and she no longer has Alzheimer's present.
Wow.
So that's like huge, huge. I mean, this is like the first documentation of scientific, So this is what's so, huge about it is we have a tool that's actually feeding to the cellular DNA. So it's reversing things. It's feeding the nutrients. You can't do that with any type of pill. You can't do that with injection. You can't do that with a patch. You can't do that with any other supplement. It has to be intraoral. But the key is the finest quality ingredients. And the combination that we have, we've got it. And that's what's so amazing is we have the tools in our hands to help, with the symptoms. And we know what deficiencies are out there based on diagnosis. So we're able to help them figure out what sprays are going to work with boosting their cognitive, or what's going to help out there to get rid of the fogginess that's in their brain. That's what's amazing about this. And with what we've got, you don't know. I think the stories are going to come in, and they're just going to be, more like I said, they're very life-changing, but I think they're going to be unlimited. And that's what's so amazing.
Wow. And I just want to say this, folks, we're not making any medical claims. We're just stating to you exactly what happened.
Testimony.
Yes. And Melissa, I was so blown away when you shared this with me. I think it was Saturday that, I think I had you on the phone with I don't know how many people, but I called my mother-in-law who was kind of just tipping her toes in the business. She had been with Herbalife and won a few trips, and anybody who can win trips with Herbalife, really, I shouldn't be saying the name of the company, but anyway, I said it, and they can do good with any company. And I just want to tell you, Melissa, after your conversation, I just had another conversation with my mother-in-law today. She's actually going to Malaysia tomorrow. And she before that, she goes, you know what, I'm going to get these sprays to all of my family members, not just my, and by the way, she spoke to her father, and we're going to get those sprays to her father so she can give to her mother. And so thanks so much for that on a personal tip. But folks, we have amazing stories here, and all you got to do is just share it. You wouldn't believe how many people and the responses I got from forwarding the text message that you sent to me, Melissa. Fact sells. So it's a wrap. When you hear that, when you can prove it, what else do you need to say? So again, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Keep up the great work. All I can say is wow, wow, wow. So, and I know there's more to come. You're on all of our calls, so we'll have some more for everyone listening. We'll have some more for you on Thursday's call. But next up, we have another beautiful young lady who's on the team as well, one of the sidekicks of Melissa and the rest of the team out there, and that's Miss Christy Fair. Miss Christy Fair, are you out there?
Hey, Mr. T, I am.
All right, and I know you're doing a great job out in North Carolina as well, and you have a awesome testimony, and it's kind of mind-boggling as well. But why don't you come to the line and just share with us your testimony, Christy?
Thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. There's that story Melissa just shared just brings tears in my eyes every time I hear it. I'm so grateful and excited for that family. You know, and that's the greatest thing about these products. You know, you don't have to have Alzheimer's. We all have our individual stories, and we all know what we're suffering with. And for myself, I'm a sports nutritionist. I'm a life coach. I'm a single mom of 2 amazing sons. I've worked a full-time career for over 17 years, and what has happened with me is what happens to a lot of Americans. The next thing, you know, we're just trudging along life every single day, and the next thing you know, you wake up and you're just like, what has happened to me? So I was doing my routine annual exams, and one of the first ones that I have is my eye exam. I went to the physician, and he had checked me. I was on the 3rd review, and he sat back in his seat, and I started questioning, like, what's going on? I don't understand. Why are you checking me multiple times? And when he sat back, he said, I've only seen this twice in my career. Okay, probably not the best thing to tell someone after you have that puzzled look on your face. I'm not to have a massive coronary at this point. Of course, women are steered by their emotions, and I'm like, what is going on? He said that my vision had went from -2.00 to -1.50, and I was the second person. The first person was having issues, and they were administering vitamin drops directly into the person's eye. And what's amazing about that is the fact that we had that, and Melissa's corrected, it is the intraoral, the delivery method. That is the difference, and I'm going to tell you why. My D level, another annual exam I have, is blood work, and of course our physicals. I have always taken a whole food vitamin, and my D level went from a 17 to a 42. And the only thing that I had changed was my sprays. So again, that is my story, just a tiny bit of it, and it's just what's the beauty of this, Mr. T, is the fact that we all are a different story, and in fact do tell, but stories sell. And that's one of the most important things I think that every one of us are our own walking story, and everyone needs these products, children and above.
Yes. Wow. Woo! Thank you, Christy. You know, I appreciate that. And, you know, I had another person on the team who experienced some of the same results. And they were, you know how it is, they couldn't believe it was happening. But when they heard your testimony, I got a text, and they was like, you know what, Mr. T, that happened to me, too. My eyesight improved. I don't even have to wear reading glasses anymore. So thank you so much for sharing that testimony with me, Christy.
Thank you.
Yes. And keep up the great work out there in North Carolina.
Absolutely.
Yes, you're welcome. Next up, we have the one and only Dr. Dale Wafer. Are you out there, sir? Let me give him a few seconds to unmute. Hey, bro. How's it going? All right, folks. Another phenomenal leader out there in D.C., just doing it big, leading the charge out there with Dr. Denise, and, well, not only in D.C., but across the country, and I know he's tag team with me on the phone here the last couple of days with some major players, folks. And I'm telling you, we just have so much excitement and momentum happening here, and it's getting ready to grow by 10. But Dr. Dale, why don't you come to the line and break down this compensation plan and share what's on your heart tonight, sir?
Well, I'll be happy to do that, and really hats off to the ladies who've gone before me, because the crux of what we do here is change people's lives. And when you hear stories like you've heard so far of people's health being changed and people getting their health back, you're literally giving people their freedom back. You're giving them their liberty. And that's just an amazing thing when you have people who are so concerned about other people that they are willing to give them something. Say, hey, listen, if it's not, don't work for you. I'll pay for it, because we have such confidence in our product. And I really love that people are looking at how can we help people first, and knowing that in helping as many people as you can possibly help, there's a compensation plan that's tagged along with that can help you earn as well. So not only will have, people getting their liberty and their freedom of health back, but they'll also get their freedom and liberty financially. So let's talk about our wonderful compensation plan. And it's an amazing compensation plan in the sense that it only requires two. One on the left, one on the right, is all you have to have. You don't have to build wide. Once you have one on the left and one on the right, you're now, married into a compensation plan that can pay out $50 or $500,000. You don't have to jump through a whole lot of hoops and carry a whole bunch of everywhere, as people say. It's a straight line compensation plan. And with your left and the right, once you have your left and the right, you now qualify for earning the 10 ways that we get paid. So let's talk about the first way, which is our retail sales. You have the opportunity to resell the product for whatever amount of money you want to retail it. The manufacturer's suggested retail price is $30, $35, but you'll get it for $12 approximately. So you have a great price point, great markup, and there's some people who that's all they've done is retail product. If some of you have been on the call before, on AM calls, you heard Dr. Martin Brown, who said that all he's been doing is retailing, and he's earned $4,500 just in retailing the product. So, and now he said, I see I need, these customers are constantly coming back every month. He said, so now I'm going to convert them into some auto ships. So now he can get customers who are just buying product every month on the auto ship, so he can kick into gear some of the other parts of our compensation plan. So if you want to just retail, you can retail. There's a price point that's acceptable and that's that people are ready to receive, that is something that's doable for them. It's not overpriced, but also you have the opportunity to do beyond retail. So first part is retail, and then the second way that we get paid is what we call our Fast Start bonus. Now, our Fast Start bonus is when someone buys our package product, whether it's our diamond package or our basic package. You get a Fast Start bonus of $25 to $50. That's every time you personally sign someone up that buys a package from us. So that's the second way to get paid, is our Fast Start bonus, $25 to $50. Then when you help two people become a team builder, so you're going to get what we call a team builder bonus. The third way to get paid is our team builder bonus. So what that means is, every time that I sponsor somebody and then they sponsor somebody, I'm going to get $25 off of everything that they do. That is called our team builder bonus. Then we go into our next way to get paid, which is our executive bonus. When you become an executive in our company, and you become an executive by becoming a team builder and then helping your two people become team builders. You sponsor two, and they get two, you become an executive in our company. When that happens, you get a one-time bonus of $100 as your bonus for that executive bonus. Then we go to what we call our fifth way to get paid, which is our team commission, or our weekly team commission bonus. Now, we have what we call a binary system. That means you build a left side and a right side, a left team and a right team. Only two teams. But in the binary, what you have is you do your residual income binary once a month. But what Mel and Amy has done is come up with what we call a dual core double binary. And what that means is we put another binary inside of our traditional binary. So now you don't have to wait to the end of the month to get paid. You have a binary that you can get paid during the week as well. So every week there's a payout for all new business in your business. And the great thing about it is, you don't have to be the one to sponsor it. If the new packages are sold in your business by anybody, you'll get credit for it. And so what our company does is we have a cycle bonus that says every time there's 4 new packages sold on one side of your team and 2 new packages sold on the other, it's what we call a cycle bonus. Now, our weekly commission bonus. So what happens is you get $100 commission every time there's 4 new sales packages on one side and 2 new sales packages on the other. That's called our weekly cycle bonus. Then we go to our 6th way to get paid, which we call our Global Rewards Check Match Bonus. So now, once you have a $100 cycle bonus, the company says we're going to match that $100 with $50 more to make it a total of $150 cycle bonus. All right? Now, your matching bonus is $50 for a total of $150. Now, what that does is gives you an opportunity now to cycle as many times as you want because the company is going to match every $100 cycle with $50. And you max out on that cycle bonus at $35,000 per week. Now, that's a huge, huge deal because you're literally talking about a 6-figure monthly income just from one of our bonuses, our weekly cycle bonus. That is our 6th way to get paid, and we move on into our 7th way, which we call our monthly binary. Now, this is the one that's a traditional binary where on the 4th Wednesday of the month, the company goes and look at your whole organization, and it looks for how many people have reordered their product this month. And when they find the number of people that reordered their product, they're looking for points. If you have our diamond package, there's 2 points. If our basic package, there's 1 point. Every time you have points, those points accumulate, and those accumulated points convert into cycles. So when the company looks at one side of your team and they find 6 points, and then they look at the other side of your team and they find 3 points, they say that that's a cycle. 6-3 is a cycle, and every time you cycle under the 6-3, the company is going to give you $25. Okay? Now, you may say that's not a whole lot of money, but when you think about it, with a company like ours that is 11 years old, debt-free, and we have less than 2,000 people in our company now, when this company goes to 10,000, 20,000, 100,000, 200,000, what does that mean for you and I who are this high up in the company? That means that those cycles are just continually grow up and up for you. So here you have what we call our monthly binary, our monthly cycle bonus of $25 that maxes out at $150,000 per month. $150,000 per month. That is a huge, huge bonus. We go down to we call our bling bling benefits, what we call our LCQ, Lifestyle Club Qualifier Bonus. These are our Mercedes and BMW car qualifiers. You can choose a Mercedes or BMW. When you have 150 points in your organization, 100 on one side and 50 on the other, the company says, go to the dealership, choose your car. We're going to give you a payment of $600 a month to pay for your car. Okay? 150 points. Worst case scenario is 150 people. Better scenario is if everyone's on our diamond package, it's only 75 people in your organization, 50 on one side, 25 on the other, and guess what? You only have to sponsor 2. You only have to sponsor 2 of those 75 or 2 of the 150, and the company says, go get your car. We're going to pay you $600 a month. Okay? That's what we call our LCQ qualifier, our lifestyle qualifier. Now, for the bigger payment for the vehicle, we have what we call our Diamond Lifestyle Club qualifier, our DLCQ. Same principle. This time, if you have 300 points in your organization, 100 on one side and 200 on the other, the company says, choose your car. We're going to pay you $1,200 per month for your car. That's an amazing, amazing deal. And the great thing about it is, again, you only have to sponsor 2. And the greater about it is you don't have to, like some programs they have out there, you don't have to sponsor 10 to 15 people a month to keep it. You sponsor 2. You don't have to sponsor another person to keep your benefit. That's an exciting thing about our car program. All right? Well, the 10th way to get paid is what we call our 10 Executive Star Club. This is when you can become a 1-star, 2-star, 5-star, or 10-star in our company. And that simply means that when you earn in one check or in 1 week $2,000, you become a 1-star in our company. And When you become a two-star is when you earn one check in 1 week for $5,000. When you get to $10,000 a week, the company says you become a 5-star. And to top it all off, when you become a 10-star in our company is when you earn $25,000 a week on 2 consecutive weeks. The company's going to match that $25,000 for a total of $50,000 that week that you hit it. So those are the 10 ways that we get paid in our compensation. Again, one of the best compensation plans on the planet, and we love to teach you more and more about it because there's a lot of great things you can learn about it. Mr. C, back to you.
Oh, man, awesome job, Pastor Dr. Dale. Appreciate it so much, sir. Folks, man, you've heard, a little bit about how stable this company is. I covered that at the beginning. You heard, about the products and 2 unbelievable testimonies from 2 beautiful ladies here from North Carolina. And then Dr. Dale, can't say enough about him, broke down the compensation plan. This is why I encourage people to bring their guests to this call. Because, Dr. Dale, I can tell you, man, if there are any guests on this call, I know you're signing up. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten texts and calls from people who brought their guests to these calls that have signed up. So, folks, on our next call, let's each shoot to bring 1 to 3 people on that next call because they're just amazing. So I want to thank all of you brand new people and all of you guests for joining us tonight, and wanted to tell you the brand new folks, it only costs one time $3.99, and then it's $1.19 a month. And you're in business, and you go out there and you sponsor your tool as quickly as possible, and you duplicate that down. Like I said, we're attracting major leaders with this compensation plan. It pays out anywhere between 60 to 70%, which is simply phenomenal, and amazing testimonials with these products. So get back to the person that invited you to this call. We'll have the same call, same number, same time on Thursday. There's also another product call with the North Carolina team on this line here at the top of the hour. And don't miss the morning wake-up calls every morning, 11 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, folks. We got so many amazing tools. Let's all take advantage of them. Again, thank you all, and we'll see you all at the top. God bless. Take care, everyone. Bye now.